Good morning. Kinsa nila yung first na nakatanaw na ako? First time. First time sa dako na nakatanaw ko nila. And, you know guys, I would like to say thank you for showing up today. Because today is the biggest day here in Cebu. And I do believe that 80% of our success, 80% of success is showing up. You have to show up for you to learn the business, to learn about this technology. And even though we're expecting a lot of guests, but only few arrived today, that's all right. Ingon pa sa Bible, daghang gitawag, pero gamay lang nito nga.
Yes.
So, I would like to share my story how I was introduced with Asea, our company. Back in 2018, I was searching online. I wanted to start a network marketing business in the Philippines. And I went to Manila to search companies. I went to BGC, I went to Quezon City, but I went here in Cebu without nothing. So I just focused some work. I became an account manager in a freight company. I was in sales, and I've been earning a lot there. So when I searched about the company, the networking company who will open in the Philippines, I was introduced to Asea. Then I searched in Facebook, what's this Asea all about? So when I searched in Asea, natanaw na ako, this is my sponsor. This is Louis Granjan. And direct kaniyang approach na ako. Direct tanawan niya. Hi Francis, what is your experience with network marketing? How much time can you commit? And do you have $200 to start? Isulti ko, grabe yung sadning ko. Direct ang approach. But that's alright. Kaya kung direct ang imong approach, you will know kung itong dili na dugay-dugay ang istorya para kabalo ka asa i-focus ang imong energy. So, after ato, nag-Zoom call me. Zoom calls means video call. And ang video call, struggle me kaayo. And I will play a video how I met our guest today, before. I don't know if he remember it because I recorded it. Let me check.
Is it 4 in the morning?
Yeah, it's 4 in the morning.
Oh, yeah.
Record video the memories.
Tanaw niyo guys.
So,
Klaro ba or
napanap.
mahaba?
Bulyo ba? Sige ba? Nabi ang bulyo.
Hindi, wala na siya i-audio sa...
Kasi ka-chat mo bro.
Kachat ko, ako manager. And I told her I was cooking something big for the Philippine market. And at the time, I was scheduled for Zoom calls. And tanawan niyo guys, i-record na ako ang conversation na mo. Then, that was really a struggle when I was talking to them. Because I don't have internet connection at home. And tanawan niyo, makatanaw mo, mga bago pa lang mata sa Denmark. 4 a.m. in Denmark, then they're doing the business already. And since I don't know how to use Zoom calls, hi everyone. I did press the mute button. There's microphone button here supposed to be.
Hey, do you hear me?
They can't hear me because I was muted. So that's why we're really struggling,
Relate dito.
right? If you are,
Hello, everyone. Do you hear me?
do you hear that?
Yeah.
It's,
Yeah. Thank you. I'm still waiting for them to.
You know, it was struggle with
Nice seeing you both.
business here in
I'm still waiting for them to go online. I'm not sure what happened though, because I just sent the link to them right now. But anyway, yeah, I can hear you. Can you hear me better?
Sorry, English na.
Mm.
Guys, ay, musulti sila pero di
Oh,
sila
okay. Thank you.
That's why sige kong istorya na ako ay tagani as if na ako ay istorya. And that was a struggle because when you're doing a business here in the Philippines online, then our internet here is very fast. Very fast. So that was really a struggle. So I
Hi.
decided
Is it better?
So I decided to invite them here in the Philippines. And you know what? When Martin Dam, our guest today, said, I will go to Cebu to support you, I was a skeptic. I was skeptic because kay layo kaayong Denmark. Kisa ba nakato Denmark ninyo?
Wala.
Wala. Right? It's, I don't know what part of the globe it is, but layo kaayong Denmark. So, I told them, if you really wanted to do business here, you have to go here in Cebu. Then, you know, naguna-una ka also na balik, tingnan ba nila mo anhi sila? Then, when I joined the business, giplano na 3 months ago, mo anhi sila sa Cebu. So, ingato ang story. Then, after, akong mentor, si Luis Brangen is a bank employee. You know, who can question a bank employee who works in IT department? Then, who owns a gym in Denmark? And, you know, when you own a gym, you're really a business owner because totally mahal ng mga equipment sa gym. So always na siya mo hatag sa akong mga update. May update siya, di siya maklaro na pa. Ang update ani, ang nakasuwat, ready na daw ang Philippine market to operate in the Philippines, both for the products and the business. So, I joined on my birthday.
Yeah, memorable.
You know, I want to do something crazy on my 20th birthday. So, I want my 28 years old to be purposeful, at the same time, daghan ta matabangan. So, I joined this movement na ilang di ko alam, start. So, they invited me again to attend the soft launching. Wala pa naka-attend na regular soft launching. That was November 16. So, I bring in 5 people and only 3 joined. Me, my wife, and George. George is still on her way. And, you know, if you can move people to go here, meaning na naka-influence kanila, murag na nakita nila ang value na mo anhi sa event. That's why I appreciate you so much na nianhi mo kay this is really will be a big thing in the Philippine market. Then I meet people with result. Kinsa pa mga atong kopyahan. This is Bob and Trish Schwinkler. They are the top 1 in Asea. Then this is Rhonda. Rhonda is very nice lady. She is a presidential diamond director with Asea. You know, $1 million club member. Then, nag-story yung isa pa sa hotel. Ano yun, yung table talk na mo. Wala ko naka-feel na $1 million club na sila. They're very accommodating. And kitabangan ko nila na i-close ang ako mga guest. And we never met before. So fast forward, guys, online ra ako sila matanaw before. You know, you're attending Zoom calls every night. Then you have to adjust your time because we are ahead 7 hours from Denmark. But who knows, after almost 2 years, I met him for the first time last night. Di ba amazing? Ni-travel sila to go here, to expand the business, to share kung saan naa sa ato. So, the journey is on. This journey na atong gi-attenderan karon will be a great opportunity for us. Maybe some of you will not do it, but I know every one of you will tell someone that there is Asea.
Yes.
And that is great, right?
Yes.
So, of course, ako buhatong karon, I don't want you to experience ang ako na-experience before na super lag, there's no internet connection in the Philippines. Di na mo mag-hello-hello na you will pretend na nakakay ka-istorya, bis na di ka kadungog. And today, I will introduce you to our guest speaker. So guys, as I've said, I think kinahanglan niyo mo barog. Okay ra mo barog mo?
Yes.
Can you stand up?
Yes.
Okay, guys, kinahanglan natin welcome ang atong guest for today. Kay ni-travel pagod siya sa Denmark.
Yes.
So, ani atong guest, he is one of the head sa two nutritional companies sa Denmark. He is really one of the amazing guys. At the same time, he is one of the badminton athlete in Denmark. And he's been with Asea for 4.5 years. And eto pa, pinakamalupit, youngest triple diamond director of Asea. Di ba grabe?
Yes.
So guys, so he will share the business and the product today. And I want you guys to clap your hands to welcome Morten Dam from Denmark!
Appreciate that.
Thank you.
Well, what an introduction. First of all, thank you so much for being here and prioritizing time to be here. I really appreciate that. So, my Asian round trip started out in Manila. So I started out having 6 days there, then I flew into Davao, had 2 days there. Now I have the privilege of being together with, at the starting point, Francis and Robert that have committed to do this. So now we will be having a couple of days in Cebu. When I have been in Cebu, I will go to Kuala Lumpur and my final destination will be Bangkok. So while I'm sharing this with you, I want you to think about what if Morten could share this with somebody that I know in Kuala Lumpur? What if Morten could share with somebody that I know in Bangkok? And what if they could caught the vision or see the potential in what we are doing? And then you will quite fast have a business in Kuala Lumpur and Bangkok. That's how we are working in our team. We are united and we want to help each other to achieve more. Okay? So, I flew from Denmark the 13th, February 13th. And actually, they started canceling my flight from Hong Kong to Manila. That were a bit of a challenge, right? Then they canceled my flight from Taipei to Manila. This is gonna be tough. So actually they redirected me from going from Denmark to Netherlands, that's another country in Europe, and then down to Dubai. And then they allowed me to fly into Manila. So that was a 27 hours travel, long travel. So I'm so happy to be here. This picture was taken a couple of weeks ago. I was speaking in front of 1,000 people in Lyon, France. Most of the people that were attendees were health professionals or business people, but there were people from all walks of life. So we have had kindergarten teachers looking to what I shared. We have had musicians looking to what I shared. We have had, different types, teachers, right? Salespeople from all walks of life looking into what we have. So, but it has not always been like this. Because if you go 10 years back in time, I had difficulties in standing in front of people and speaking. Because it was so much out of my comfort zone. Have you tried that before, stepping out of comfort zone and you were super nervous? Yes. I remember when I did my very first international speak in Warsaw, Poland. Do you know where Poland is? That's very central in Europe, close to Germany. And in front of 15 people, I had nearly pooed in my pants. That was scary, right? And that actually I failed in English in school. Can you understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
So that means that I have improved. I had this discussion with Robert yesterday evening, he had some difficulties in doing the English, but what will happen if you are practicing something, eventually you'll become good.
Yes.
Right?
Yes.
And I were ranked as one of the best speakers in Lyon. That means most people can understand what I'm saying, right?
Yeah.
So remember, when you're looking into an opportunity, think about why you should do it instead of thinking about how can I do it? Because the how can be complicated. Think about why, first of all, and I promise you, together we can learn the skills that are necessary in order to achieve. Okay? So I'm here. Do I have the clicker? I have the clicker. I have the clicker. So we will be talking a bit about Asea, but I will not be sharing that much about the technology and the product, sorry to say. I am here because I want to identify leadership. Who wants to team up with us? My vision is within 3 years, mark my words, within 3 years, our organization represents 100,000 people doing this. The Filipino people are wonderful because you are everywhere. You are in every single corner of the world. So I have had to my mind, what if we could start out in the Philippines seriously finding and identifying some people with a purpose, people that have a desire and dares to think big. Thinks big, right? Because if you're not thinking big, you will never hit 100,000 people. So what about starting out here in the Philippines? When the company will announce here in a few years, now we will be opening up additional more countries, mainland China, Japan, Korea, Vietnam, Cambodia, Russia, Brazil, Indonesia. What will happen? Your army of people, your army of like-minded people that loves to share the benefits of our product and technology, they will just go into those new markets. That means you will have a business going on. And I know that here in the Philippines there are a lot of network marketing companies. There are a few good and there are a lot of bad. Sorry to say. And the bad network marketing companies are creating some bad vibes. Okay? Because most of network marketing companies have been born by maybe one or two people said to themselves, I want to earn money and it has to be fast, and now we will just penetrate from the market and then we are out of business the other day. Right? That happens quite often. So a lot of network marketing companies are actually only designed to last for 3-4 years. Guys, I'm here because I want to create a legacy company. A legacy business for me and my family that can last for decades. Okay? So that's my commitment to you. I will stick around for many years. Okay? I will be back in Cebu many times. I will be back in the Philippines many times in order to support and help you grow. So, the reason why I looked into Asea were based on this gentleman here. His name is Armand Berger. He's a Norwegian guy living in Spain today. He's a very successful man. And I learned very early on in life, if I wanted to have a similar result, I needed to rub shoulders. Okay, I need to attach myself and pick his brain. Okay, that's what most people are doing wrong. Most people have a desire of becoming more in life, but they are not surrounding themselves with people that have what they have. So how can they then learn the principles in order to gain more? Does it make sense?
Yes.
So Armand called me up 4.5 years ago and said to me, Morman, I'm gonna start a new business adventure. I'm gonna join a company named Asea. It's an American company. They are placed or they are producing a breakthrough health technology for humanity. A breakthrough health technology for humanity. And its main ingredients is salt and water, and it's produced in Salt Lake City. So when he said that, I thought, that sounds stupid, right? That sounded too stupid to be true.
Yes.
Remember, I have been in the nutrition world as a head of sales for quite a long time. So in the nutrition world, I operated in sports performance and fitness performance. So I looked into protein products in order to, give your body the very best materials so it could, recover. So, but I also knew that if Armand were going to do something, there had to be something. He's not a stupid guy. He's a former top executive in IBM. He was #1 in a big travel agency, doing $1 billion a year. Okay? So he had been in charge of big things in traditional business, and 18 years ago he decided to go into network marketing, and then 4.5 years ago he and me decided to evaluate on this. So, what I did, I flew into Salt Lake City because I don't want to waste time. If I'm going to do something, I need to be 100% sure. When I'm inviting Francis or Robert or some of you, I need to be 100% sure that this will last.
Yes.
I would never spend 5 years of my life and then it just vanished. Okay? Because in network marketing, we are doing consistently things over and over again in order to achieve the freedom. I can't see a vehicle that can generate freedom to you as network marketing can do it if it's done by the right way. Okay? So this is their headquarters, and I figured out that their statement were to be recognized as the global leader in cellular health and redox-based health and anti-aging technologies. Let's say 4.5 years ago, I had never heard about cellular health. Never. I had never heard about cellular communication. Never. What I knew about were antioxidants. Have you heard about antioxidants?
Yes.
A lot of you have, right? What about aloe vera?
Yes.
Yes.
These are common things today. But think back 20 years. How many, or let's say, think back 10 years, how many understood the power of antioxidants? Not many. The exact same thing will happen here. The same thing will happen. The big thing here is that you are those that are the pioneers into the marketplace. We are the only one with the next 10 to 15 years that can do and create redox signaling molecules. That spells opportunity. So I did my due diligence. #1 thing for me is the people. I need to be 100% sure in the people that are leading the company. because I'm putting my trust in them. These two people are probably some of the finest people that I have ever met in my life. I tell you, I were blown away. It's a family-owned company, Burtis and Tyler Norton. Burtis Norton is a former number 2 in General Kraft Foods. He led one of the biggest companies when it came to food in the world. He was the strategist. He led a division that made over 36 billion US dollars in sales. Guys, I tell you, if these people are putting in the names of producing a product made out of salt and water in Salt Lake City, you know, they don't want to ruin their names. These people are well known for some of the biggest companies in America. Actually, when they said, or when Burtis Norton said, you know, when they created the breakthrough, he actually, and that was in an age of 69. He could easily have retired. You know, he's multi-billionaire or whatever, right? He has a lot of money. But he did this breakthrough together with a atomic physicist team and health professionals. When he did this breakthrough, they actually contacted a biotech company, one of the biggest in America, and because he wanted them to look into what they have created. And what they responded to Burtis were, Burtis, what you're saying you have done, we don't believe you, because we have tried that for decades. But again, we will fly in because it's you calling us. Because you were a respected gentleman, right? So they flew in, a couple of scientists. After a half a day, they said to Burtis, you have figured something out that we haven't seen before. We would like to get that patents. So we will handle you such a big check, actually a 3-digit million US dollar amount, close to $1 billion. We will handle you this check, but there is a catch, and that is you need to shut everything down. You need to shut everything down. Nobody on this earth will have to hear about these molecules. I know why. Because Big Pharma is a money machine. They need sick people. Okay? Medicine leads to medicine. Okay? Does it make sense?
Yes.
So I believe, I'm a big believer that this product are making people healthy. That means for Big Pharma, that's not a good deal. Okay? So I were just impressed, not only about their knowledge, because I know for sure they were leading the business in the right direction. So that were a guarantee for me that's the legacy. They are creating the platform for me so I can build the legacy. But not only are they super skilled, they also have a heart. You know what? When I sat in front of them face to face, Burtis Norton, when he shared some of his stories, he were getting very emotional. He actually, felt a tear. For me, that shows heart. This company are leading with heart and not with money. Most network marketing companies, sorry to say, are leading with one intention: money, money, money. Therefore, you will not hear me talk much about money. I know that you can be earning a lot of money, but that should not be what we are preaching. We should be preaching a company that can be a force for good, helping a lot of people. You can create your time, money, and freedom, that's for sure. Are you with me?
Yes.
Do you understand me?
Yes.
Oh, makes me so happy. Thank you very much. So the only place in the world where you can produce these amazing molecules is in that building, right there. Nobody else can create what Asea have. Nobody. That also gives us an quite amazing advantage, right? So when it's produced, it's shipped out to 18 different distribution centers. We have in the Philippines now, in Thailand, Hong Kong, different places in Europe, in North America, Australia, New Zealand. We have all registrations in place. I did my first travel to the Philippines, Manila, back in November month 2016. in order to do the preparation of Asea. I have spent time, money on nothing, to be honest, because Asea were not ready to go. Imagine how much time that I have spent. So I traveled around different places near Manila. I traveled to Baguio.
Baguio.
Yeah, I have been there a couple of times. But I'm a big believer of all the energy that you are putting in will certainly show us out as an outcome, right? I'm a believer of all the energy that I have put in early stages have been a part of finding great leaders here. So remember this, you can compare Asea with anything out there. So you can also expect a totally other or a different result. Asea's product can do things that nothing else can do because nothing else contains redox signaling molecules. Let me try to explain to you what it is. You have 75 trillion cells in your body. From your age of 0 to 12, your body's efficiency of producing these amazing molecules are with 100%. If you're healthy as a child, if you're healthy, because there are children that have different challenges as well, right? But from every single year that passes by from you are 12, you lose 1% efficiency of producing these molecules. That means you are starting aging. You are starting getting gray hair, wrinkles. You are recovering slower. A lot of things are going on. Right? What if we could slow that aging down? So what the products are doing is to help our cells being stronger and fitter so it can fight different challenges in our body. If people are telling me if this can help on maybe their heart or lung or so, their skin or their hair loss or whatever, I will not claim anything that it can do. But what I will let people know is that it will help your internal cells to stay fitter and stronger. It will help your cells to communicate better. Actually, you can compare it like a hotspot, a Wi-Fi connection. When your Wi-Fi connection, if you're starting at a hotspot where it's super perfect, it's great, right? It's okay to surf, it's going fast. But if you are leaving your hotspot, going into an elevator, have you tried that? When you're in the elevator, what happened? Right? Then the search function doesn't work anymore. So that means if you are hurting in your knee, your communication system with your cells don't communicate. How can it then solve the problem? You get it? Super. So, I'm a business guy. So it were actually not that important for me that I felt a personal difference on the product, to be honest with you. What were important for me were that there were third-party validation behind the products. So it had to be information coming from others than Asea. So we have third-party companies validating what we have, and I tell you, these molecules are doing amazing things. And when Asea approached some of these very well-known companies, you have to understand that, if we are doing a trial or a testing on your product, we will publish it, no matter what. No matter what the result will be, we will publish it. And Asea just said, yeah, sure. We believe so much in our product, so sure, you can publish it. So 2 years back, they announced in Huffington Post, that's a very big news source in America. They are sharing to the world the upcoming things. Okay? So the 5 emerging technologies in science that will shape our lives in the coming years. Here you can see redox signaling molecules mentioned. Not Asea, but redox signaling molecules. This is a science, guys. There is 20,000 articles on PubMed. That's a platform for health professionals to seek in. There is 1,200 books made on redox. This is not a new deal. Health professionals knows that if you don't have this in your body, you are dead. If you have few, your body doesn't function that well anymore. If you have plenty of them, you are good. So, but what Asea figured out how to stabilize these molecules, put them into products, so we can use them. So there has the newest study that has been made is based on genes. So what they figured out is that Asea actually regulates healthy gene expression. With an 8-week study, Asea redox was shown to activate 5 important gene signaling pathways that positively impacted major areas of life. This is your entire body. This is your entire body. And remember, these studies are done by others, not Asea. So this is a couple of statements from 2 very fine people. You have First Lady in Nutrition, Anne Louise Gilman, and she says, Asea is my humble estimation. It is the greatest advantage in lifestyle medicine which harnesses the power of your body to keep it well. This is 100% native. You can't find anything on this earth that are cleaner than this. So when a lot of people are trying to get me into their business, and I'm asked, or all of them are saying, we have a unique product. Have you heard that before? Oh, we have that unique product. It's a combination between mango juice, ananas juice, and a twig of green grass, mixed in a cold pressed whatever, right? Then my question would be, Francis, do you grow mango juice inside you? No. Francis, don't grow mango juice. Robert, do you grow any green grass inside your body?
No.
No. So that means your body actually needs to understand it when it gets in. You know, your body are producing redox in the molecules, right? Your body understands it. But the challenge is your body, as you age, starts to decline, right? With producing this, now you can fuel your body again. So, and again from Dr. Gary Samuelson, this technology has the potential to spearhead the greatest advantage in health we have ever seen. He's also saying that we are 10 to 15 years ahead of its time. Okay, so let me hear, why are you here? Is it based on only the product, or is it also based on understanding how to build a business? Let me see, how many here is only for the product?
Both.
How many here is for the business as well? Looking into the business. That makes me happy. Also the business. That's what I want to see. Yeah. So, because guys, with or without us, this will happen. I can guarantee you. This will not be the last time you will hear about Asea. Have some of you heard about USANA?
Yes.
USANA have done very well in Asia, right?
Yes.
Within 1 year, Asea is taking the lead over USANA in Taiwan.
No?
I predict the same will happen
This
in Taiwan.
Wala.
I think the exact same thing will happen here.
Yes.
Because, you know, you can't put this product into a category. You can't find this anywhere. And to be a unique networker, you need to deal with a unique product and a product that are different to the marketplace. Okay. So I actually think, before I will jump into the business part, I would like to invite one of my great friends on the stage. He is a professional musician in Denmark. He is a music engineer. So he helps very good singers and musicians to get their very best sound. Does it make sense? And as a side biz, and he has a big passion for doing Asea, as a side biz, he's doing Asea. His wife is living in Makati. She owns her own designer school, and I think this gentleman here saw the potential in building and starting a second biz in the Philippines and in Asia. So please help me welcome Kim Esselsen to the scene here. So Kim, if you could, you are used to use the microphone.
right?
Yeah, I'm pretty used to.
Yeah, just away
Talking
from
this
the
one?
projector.
Okay. Thank you for letting me be here. And thanks, Morten, for the nice presentation. So far, he's not finished yet. I'll not talk about the products, I'll not talk about the business, I'll just share my story why I'm in Asea, and then we'll let Morten continue. He introduced me as a musician, as a sound engineer, as a professional in sound design and so on. And he also introduced my wife, Grace. She's actually my fiancée and not my wife. But she lives in Makati and I live in Denmark. So we are sometimes in Denmark, we're sometimes here. I'm sometimes in Denmark and she's here, so we are a little bit all over. We have our businesses, we have nice businesses, both of us, and we enjoy what we're doing. But to give us more time together, it could be nice to find another business that could give us some freedom for that we don't need to be here or we don't need to be there. And I've been talking to one of my friends, and we've been talking about if we could find something here in the Philippines and make a business out of that. It could be jewelry, it could be furniture, it could be anything, as long as it was good quality and as long as it was something people in Denmark wanted. But I think we didn't really go totally into it. It was mostly an idea, a dream, because making a business, it takes money, it takes time, it takes a lot of paperwork, and you need to have permissions to import to Denmark and so on. So in the beginning, it was mostly a dream, I think. But suddenly one day he called me and said, "Now I know what we are going to do." Okay, let me hear. What are we going to do? We are going to do something with these redox signaling molecules, he said. What are you talking about? I said. Can you say that again? Yeah, we're going to do something about these redox signaling molecules. Are you crazy or what? I don't know what you're talking about. You have to explain. So he explained that he was one of his friends presented him for the molecules half a year or maybe 1 year earlier. And he said to his friend, who was a woman, "It sounds good, but I don't have the time to hear about it now. I'll look into it, but not now. I don't have the time. So give me time, I'll come back to you." And then he said to me, and now it's like half a year to 1 year since she presented it for me, and I've been looking into it now. I can't find anything bad about it. The product works, the company is fantastic, good leadership, the compensation plan is good. There's nothing bad about this. We have to look into this. Yes. Then I thought, okay, you're my friend and I trust you. You've been looking into this for half a year now. I don't need to spend half a year looking into it also because I trust you. Let's try to see what it is. And then I had a product experience when I got my products in. And I thought, whoa, if this can do what it has done to me, and I can see there's a lot of testimonials, so it has done something to a lot of other people. You understand what I'm saying?
Yes.
My English is okay? You can understand it?
Yes,
Okay,
I
good.
understand.
So if it can do that to me and to a lot of other people, then I would really like to do this and help people having an experience like I had. Because I didn't see myself as a sales guy. I never saw myself in network marketing, to be honest. It has always for me been, okay, network marketing, thank you, but no thank you. That's not my line. But the product changed it. It changed it all for me because it could do what it could do. Then I thought, okay, I can relate to this. My heart is feeling something really good about this. It's something I can really relate to. So I want to do this. Network marketing or not network marketing. I don't care. This is good and I have to share it. So that's the reason I really got into it. If it was any other business, plastic, something I should sell or insurance or not to say anything bad about that, but it has to be something I can relate to, not just any product. So for me it was the product itself and the effect it has that really changed it all for me. So of course I enrolled my fiance also here in Philippines so we could get started, and that's a little bit more than 3 years ago now. My friend said, I'm in Copenhagen now, I live in Copenhagen, it's 4 hours drive, 5 hours drive, I cannot come and present it to you, but I'll connect you to a guy called Morten, he is in your area, so he can come and talk about it, then you can experience what he has to say, and then we'll get back to it. And that's why I met Morten, and how I met Morten the first time. And that's a little bit more than 3 years ago now. And it has been a fantastic journey. I'm really happy for working with Morten. He's an amazing guy, which some of you already know.
Yes.
Yeah. And I don't think I will waste more of the time here telling about my stories. There's so many testimonials, I don't need to tell mine. There's so many out there. So I'll just say, take your decision and find your why and listen to the rest of what Morten has to say, because it's interesting. Isn't it? Thank you for being here.
Thank you so much, Kim, for sharing your story. Really appreciate you. And so let's jump into the business part. Have you fastened your seatbelts?
Yes.
So, remember that the story behind Asea is not like most other network marketing companies. It's not 1 or 2 people that have decided, now I want to do a network marketing business. Then they are figuring out what product they want to implement into the business and then going from there. No. This business is based on 2 decades of research on the product before they figured out that maybe network marketing could be the vehicle to bring it to the world. Okay? Yeah? So, and please wait eating. Wait, can we agree that? Wait with eating till I'm done. Because I want your attention, I want your focus. Is that okay?
Yes.
Thank you. So, the company has a proven track record. They have surpassed the $500 million US amount. When I looked into Asea, they did $16 million US. Do we have a... No, we don't. Doesn't matter, it's fine. In 15, they did 60 million. In 16, they did 65. In 17, they did 85. In 18, they did 125. In 19, they were close to $200 million US. What does that tell you? If you are just have a little bit of business insight, that shows growth. At that point, we haven't even touched Asia yet. Asia is the biggest region when it comes to network marketing. That's the heart. Asia is the heart of network marketing. Europe is nothing. So now we are, copy-pasting the track record that I have, let's say from Europe or from people from North America, putting that into Asia and you doing a few adjustments. So I predict within 5 to 7 years, this company will be doing 1 billion. We will be ranked as top 10 network marketing company in the world. It's not that fun to join a company that already are in top 10. What's fun is to catch the wave, being a part of the movement, entering into that growth. Right? Do you agree?
Yes.
So, we are representing 3 ginormous industries: health and wellness, beauty and anti-aging, and athletic performance. So this is how it works, word of mouth. That's the vehicle that they picked in order to get this product out, because this product can be sold on a shelf. It can't. If you're looking in the back, made out of salt and water, who would buy it? Nobody. Because first of all, they don't understand what redoxing in molecules is. So in order to sell it, in order to help people get the understanding and the belief, it requires a education. It requires a story. Right? So today my business, I started 4.5 years ago. I started as a side biz. because I were a head of sales, right? For 2 big nutrition companies. So I didn't have that much time. Most people in my situation will tell themselves, I don't have time. That's the excuse many people are using, don't have time. You know, I saw this could be the opportunity for me to gain time in the future. So I invested 2 hours every single day the last 4 years. I started earning double as much on my part-time that I did on my full-time. I started earning triple as much on my part-time that I did on my full-time. How exciting is that? And in Denmark, I earned a quite high salary. $10,000 in salary monthly. That's quite okay. Imagine to double and triple that. And the most beautiful thing is that it's things going on with or without my physical presence. 1% of the world population understands that. Actually, you say it's 3%. 3% of the world population understands the power of passive income. You should understand that as well. Because most people, that's the masses, changing their hour for a salary. You need to be there. You'll get the pay. And then you need to be there. And then you get the pay. I can stay here, enjoy myself, meeting new friends. Other places are generating passive income to me. And they are doing that because I have taught them some important principles in order to gain their success. They have just picked my brain. Isn't that beautiful? It's actually like a script. Use the script and continuously using that script and you will get the result. And by the way, you will not be the only one doing this because I will be here. I will not stay behind my screen all the time in front of Zoom. I'm looking too small behind the Zoom. Francis and Robert, I think they were quite surprised.
Yeah.
So my business is in America, in many countries in Europe, in Australia, New Zealand, and now we are moving into Asia as well. You can have the exact same business if you're willing to fight for it. So we have 8 ways of getting paid. I just tell you it works. It works, you're weekly paid. We have what we call a smart wallet, so you can withdraw your money to your bank account through your smart wallet, or you can withdraw it to your Visa debit card. Okay? So the first 3, payouts, you can gain through retail. Okay? That's okay. But it's not, I would prefer that you understand how to build a network. Because these 3 parts here requires that you have physical presence all the time. The rest is based on your ability to get people to get people to look into what you have. Imagine if all of you had been in a position where you had 110% belief and you have packed this room. I promise you, I will touch 90% of the people. 90% of the people will get engaged. I have no doubt in my mind. No doubt. Because it's a no-brainer. The timing that we have is what I call a no-brainer.
Yes.
I had rooftop meetings in Makati with 50 serious business people. People that owned buildings. Okay? That's the level of people that I were talking with. Okay? They see the potential in the outcome it can generate. They love the idea of passive income. And they love the idea of now they can be a force for good. They can actually change people's lives. Right? This is the average incomes for most Filipino, or for most people generally. I think a side-time business generating $1,000 in extra income would be nice.
Yes.
Right? That's an average. You know, I spent a couple of years on reaching the diamond level. That's $16,000 monthly in average. Today I'm a triple diamond at $37,000 monthly. I tell you guys, if you are a good human being, earn a lot of money. Stop thinking small. You deserve more. Too many Filipinos, sorry to say, are thinking too small. Many are. Also Danish people, thinking too small. Because they are just following what the masses are doing. You can do much better, and I'm challenging you. It's your responsibility to live out your fullest potential. Because there are a lot of people in need. When I visited Manila first time, I was in shock. I saw financial slum. I met street kids on the roads, walking around seeking for food in the garbage. What the heck? That's crazy. I invited 2 of those boys to join me for a dinner. I wanted to pick their brain. I wanted to understand their story. How can that be fair? They walked hundreds of kilometers to Manila in order to survive. They lived underneath a bridge in the same clothing. That's not fair. They haven't had the platform to rise. Do you agree? They haven't had the platform. So I have said to myself 4 years ago, I committed, no matter what, I will build a huge business in the Philippines and I will make sure to give back to the world here. And that's the reason why I'm saying I'm not done. Most people would say, oh, that's good. It ain't good. I can enjoy myself. That's not enough. You know, because if you want to create schools, if you want to have supplier centers, if you want to help thousands of people, then you need to perform your best. I need to, in order to hit higher rank, I need to lift people. Who wants to get lifted? I can't lift you by myself, but together we can do great. Right? Who wants? Okay? So Asea also offers great rewards, incentives through trips or whatever. So if you're doing good, they are appreciating you by giving you some free travels. Again, what I started out saying to you and letting you know, don't think too much about how. Promise me that. People are stuck in the how. I quickly identified my why. That's time and freedom. I will explain to you why, just here in a few minutes. Think about your why. Stick to your why, because the how you will learn that through great leaders in the room. You know, you have Francis and Robert that have years of experience in the network marketing industry. They know exactly what to do. You know, if we are bonding arms together with the European team, the proven track record and so on, you know, then it's about that you have to step out of comfort zone, doing some things, inviting people to have a look. Because you have to step out. In order to gain magical things, you need to step out of your comfort zone sometimes. So you will get basic trainings, leadership trainings, corporate events, weekly webinars. You will be having your own virtual office. You will have your own personal web shop. A lot of the trainings that we are running are online. It's weekly. It's great. Yeah? And of course, you will get some physically presentations here in the future as well. So this is timing, guys. We are right now currently operating in 36 countries. I need to update this with this. You are looking into this as the early adopters. Early adopters, the pioneers. So what we are about to do now, within the next 3 to 4 years, we will expand into 30 more countries, and we will quite soon close the gap. When we are entering into the mass market, people will not be questioning what you have, because they have heard so many times the word or the sentence redox signaling molecules. They have heard so many stories. Exactly what happened with the antioxidant and aloe vera. The same story, but a new technology. You know, what Facebook is for SoMe, what Google is for search engine, I believe Asea is for humanity, help. So why should you do this? Why? Is it the money part? Is it to create freedom? Is it to travel the world? Is it to be a force for good, helping people with this product? Is it, what is it? All of you know your why. The question is just, do you dare to step in and succeed so you can get your why and so on. So my why is my family. I'm a proud father of 4. So I have a son, he's 8. I have Annabelle, or Tristan is 8, Annabelle 7. Summer is 5 years, and then I have Bunde soon to turn 3. I want to show them that the world is a beautiful place. And I want them to explore every single corner of the world. I want them to meet people. I want them to meet the law of the opposite. Because what they have experienced right now is that they are very fortunate. They have a great platform. I need to show them that there are places in the world where they have different platforms. Right? They need to have the understanding in an early life that it's their responsibility to live out their fullest potential because they need to be in a position to help people. I want them to understand in early life that they should be super grateful, super thankful for the life that they have, and that it's their responsibility. So my plan is to go to places like the Philippines, go to Cambodia, go to Africa, show them different walks of life. I want them to help me build cities, doing things like that. I want them to play with other kids, playing with street kids, right? Understanding them. I think that should be a great purpose for all of us, that we are doing our best to live out our potential. So this is Sverre Snowden. He is 80 years old today, and I really love this quote. We are all at the start of something big with great purpose, and right now is the moment we can begin to influence the future. We can change the world. I believe that. I'm a proud soldier for Asea. So the question is, would you like to join us? We are different profiles on our team. We have the IT specialist. We have Louise. Louise is in the top corner here. She's the fitness athlete, or the fitness gym owner, right? So we will be connected. Actually, Louise is my front line. That's crazy, right? Front line. Imagine how close we are. Typically in networks you can see 20th level, 13th level, right? Louise is my front line. Francis is my second line. So we are very connected, we are very close. That's a great advantage. So why not you and why not now? If not now, when? A lot of people, you can feel excited right now, but I promise you, when you have left the door, and you have been out there for 2 days without getting my vibration, or whatever, you will quite fast just go into your daily methods of operations, the same rhythm like you have always, If you are following the same pattern the rest of your life, I guarantee you will get the same result. I can guarantee you. But if you're willing to just adjust a little bit, as I did it 4.5 years ago, okay, Morten, I need to figure out how I can pick out 2 hours every single day so I can aim for another result. If I didn't have taken that decision, then I would have been in need to being an employee. I could maximum have 5 weeks of holiday per year. 5 weeks. Why not have half a year of holiday? Half a year of holiday. That sounds great. The reason why most people don't have a half a year of holiday is because the masses of people are only having a few weeks. Right? So people think that they are like lemmings. Lemmings? Can you use that word? Do you know a lemming? No, not lemming. What's in English? Kim? You will search for it. You know what I mean? But people are following each other. Yeah? Okay, yeah. So this is my final words. of course, we can have some Q&As. Don't let opinions of others dim your light. That's what I'm seeing everywhere. Why? People are seeking for free advices from people that don't have success. Why?
Yes.
Why not seek advices from people that actually have the success that you want to have?
Tama.
Yes.
You can have people, there is a lot of people having opinions about network marketing, and the opinions that are receiving are from people that have tried network marketing for 1 hour in their life, and they are saying, oh, this is not for me. Why not seek a person that tried for 2 years and failed? That's my story. Tried for 2 years and failed. But I could just see, this is it. I need to practice. I need to be better. I need to grow. Because if you are growing here, everything around you grows. I will challenge you. Step up and let's pack the room with 200 people next time I'm here. 300 people next time I'm here. I want you to push. Because I want you to change your life. If you want to change it. If you are happy, for God's sake, don't change. Don't. But if you're not happy, change. It's your decision. Don't base it on others. It's in your hands. And I'm there. A lot of other people are there to support and guide. But it all starts with you taking the decision you want to go in a direction. And so on. If I should give you a smart advice, start reading half an hour per day. Start reading half an hour per day, but it has to be personal growth. Okay. So guys, with that, thank you so much for being here. Appreciate that. Thanks.